The Greek community at the University of Kentucky was established in the 1890s and is made up of over 5,000 members that are all in one of 47 different sororities or fraternities. Joining Greek life is a fantastic way of becoming involved on campus, meeting numerous amounts of new people, and even creating lifelong friendships. While it may sound like there is a huge number of members, Greeks are still a minority on campus, and the community still has plenty of room to grow. Part of the reason why the Greek community is not as big as it could be at UK is because many people have opinions about Greek life that I believe are big misconceptions, which leads them to believe that it is not for them or that they would not fit in. A big misconception that people around campus have about the Greek community is that it mostly consists of partying. I would be lying if I said that partying and drinking doesn't occur with Greek members, but this is something that occurs all around the nation on college campuses with the majority of students. Whether somebody parties or drinks underage is their personal choice. It is not something that has to happen when you join a Greek organization, and there are many Greeks who do not participate in those sorts of activities. In an article I read called On Fraternities and Manliness, the author stated that, to a large extent, the media has been successful in establishing a negative image of fraternities. Television and movies like the Zac Efron and Seth Rogen starred film Neighbors and the Will Ferrell film Old School show a very fake and terrible point of view on the way that members of the Greek community spend their days and nights. Another big misconception that people on campus have about the Greek community is that academic success is not a priority. That could not be farther from the truth. There is a required GPA of 2.75 in order to join a fraternity at the University of Kentucky, and every sorority and fraternity has a minimum GPA that must be maintained in order to be in good standing. If these requirements are not met, consequences can range from social probation and required study hours to expulsion from the organization. In an article on the Business Insider website that I read, the author claims that Greeks' graduation rates are 20% higher than non-Greek students. Now, this isn't to brag or say that the Greeks are smarter, but only an example of how the Greek community as a whole truly does care about their academic performance as well as their futures. Another big misconception that many people on UK's campus have is that Greek members do not care for others and are not involved in anything other than their own Greek organizations. This is entirely untrue. While there are some Greek members who do fall under this category, the truth is that most Greek members are also involved in other organizations, and some fraternities and sororities at UK even require their members to be a part of other non-Greek organizations on campus, or require their members to participate in community service or philanthropic events. This aspect of being in a Greek organization can really make these members better men and women, if they choose to let it. In an interview that I had with Brett Seidel, a member of the Delta Sigma Phi national headquarters, I asked him if this was true, and he said to me, "You get out what you put in." This quote illustrates how being in the Greek community presents members with many great opportunities, and all they have to do is take advantage of them while they can. As far as not caring about other people, Greeks form bonds with not only people in their own organizations, but with other people in different Greek organizations, as well as people who are in non-Greek organizations, and even many citizens around the Lexington community. This is done through participation in different events like intramurals, competitions, and philanthropic events. A great example of an unselfish act of great service to the community is the philanthropic volleyball tournament, Beachin in the Bluegrass, which is hosted by UK's Delta Sigma Phi fraternity chapter to raise money for the American Red Cross. In its first year being held, the chapter raised around $5,000. If you have not heard of Dance Blue, you are totally missing out. Dance Blue is an annual philanthropic 24-hour dance marathon that has raised over $1 million per year for the last 10 years. While this is not purely a Greek event, there are hundreds of sorority and fraternity members that participate in this on a yearly basis and take an entire day out of their lives to dance so that they can help raise money to treat children who have cancer. Overall, the Greek community at the University of Kentucky is a place that has given me and many other students so much and will continue to do that for years to come. I came to the University of Kentucky as a transfer athlete with my own negative opinions about it because I had never truly gotten the experience. Finally, I ended up becoming a member of this community, and I cannot imagine my life without it right now. It is not a place that is meant for party animals who don't care about their academic success and are selfish and uninvolved. It is a place full of opportunities and relationships that could have a lifelong impact on people and bring them great success. Thank you all for taking your time to learn about my community.